But I promise you, on the other side, when all the storms settle and the sun begins to rise again, you're going to look back and say, I thank God that I didn't stop and I kept going. Was it hard? Yes. Did I want to quit? Yes. But I kept persevering because I knew on the other side, he says he has a plan for my life, a plan to prosper me, not to harm me, a plan to give me hope in the future. Don't let fear stop you from doing your journey. Don't let others stop you from taking your journey. Welcome back to the Mount of Faith podcast. We're just going to hop straight into it today. We're talking about the journey, your personal journey. And one thing I'm realizing as I just go through life and I'm looking at other people and I'm observing, everybody has a journey, but not everybody goes through their journey. And you can usually tell people who go through their journey because they have some wisdom, they have some pain, and they have a story, and they have a testimony, right? And I'm realizing a lot of people not going through their journey is because we're afraid what lies ahead of us that's waiting on us. And when you think about fear, fear is, I know at least for me or a lot of people, fear is being scared of the unknown. What waits for me, I don't know what's waiting on that other side of the door, so I'd rather not open it and go through it and get caught off guard. But it's a Bible verse, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of the death, I shall fear no evil. It's going to be some things on your journey and your path that's waiting for you. It's not going to be easy. I promise you it's not going to be easy. But I don't have to fear no evil because I know God isn't letting this break me, but he's letting it use me to become somebody that he needs me to be. So when I encounter other people that's going through the journey that I'm going through right now, I can help them and be the person that I wanted, that I needed when I was going through my hard time. So there's some things that's waiting on that other side of the door. I can promise you that. But I'd rather open the door to see what I'm made of rather than say, what if I would have. Don't be a what if person. Those people don't ever do nothing or be nothing in life, but they rarely look back in life and say, man, I wish I would have. What could I have been? What could I have done? Don't be a what if. And it's another thing that I've learned too. The journey, the process is meant to break you. It's meant to break you. But I've learned we are masterpieces of the best artists, of the best fixer, right? God, he can fix anything that's broken, and when he fixes it, he puts it back together better than it was the first time. The journey, the process is going to break you because you got some characteristics. You got some things about you that it can't go with you into your next season of life. Because if it do, you're going to ruin the blessing that God set before you. So it's meant to break you, right? Because the end of you is the beginning of God. You ain't got none left. When you down to your lowest, that's when he gets to step in and he gets to put you back together like a puzzle, and he puts you back together where people can see what you've been through, but they notice you're not the same person you was before you went through whatever you went through. So it's going to break you. Yeah, you're going to enter some things that you don't know what's on the side of the door. Yep, it's going to be scary. But I should fear no evil. Is it going to be some hard things? Yeah, it's going to be some things that break you. It might knock you down, but you ain't going to be knocked out. And then when you get through all the hard times, right? We all want to be great. We all want to do great things. We all want to be used by God, but none of us want to go through no hard times. Once you get broken and you go through the fire and it looks like you're knocked out, but you're only knocked down, God picks you up and wipes you off and say, all right, now let me tailor you. I don't know if any of y'all ever went and got tailored before, but the suit, the dress, it fits you perfectly because it was made for you, right? Anything on the other side of your journey was made for you. And so after it knocks you down, after you look like you got knocked out, but you only knocked out, he picks you up and say, okay, let me dress you, let me groom you, let me clothe you. And now when people see you, they're going to see you've been through something, but they're going to see, I got my hand on you. But a lot of us don't want to start the journey because we're scared what we're going to run into. Life already hard. Life already stressful. You might as well go through some hard times and some stressful times that's going to make you better instead of going through all this and not becoming nothing anyway. The journey is important. The journey is hard. The journey is stressful. The journey can be long sometimes, but it's your journey and you have to go through it. A lot of people going to say, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Well, you're not me. It's not your journey. It got my name on it. When God wrote my book of my life, and the chapter was titled Journey, it was meant for me. So you might not understand because it's not meant for you, but it's okay. But I gotta go through it because I don't want to get to the end of life and say, man, what if? I wish I would have. But I promise you, on the other side, when all the storms settle and the sun begins to rise again, you're gonna look back and say, I thank God that I didn't stop and I kept going. Was it hard? Yes. Did I want to quit? Yes. But I kept persevering because I knew on the other side, he says he has a plan for my life, a plan to prosper me, not to harm me, a plan to give me hope in the future. Don't let fear stop you from doing your journey. Don't let others stop you from taking your journey. God created you to be somebody and you got to get there no matter what because your family's dependent on it. Your future spouse is dependent on it. The next generation is dependent on it. But if any of those things don't drive you or move you, your future self-dependent on it. I know it ain't just me. I know a lot of us went through some things in our childhood. That younger version of you, man, that thought they'd never make it to where you are right now, they dependent on you. Now, I don't know about you, but I want to make that younger version of me smile because I'd have been through too much to stop now. And yes, I don't know what's on the other side of that door, but I should fear no evil as I walk through this valley because I know I'm the head and not the tail, that I'm going to come out victorious. But remember, it's your journey and it gets lonely sometimes. Take a step day by day and let God lead you when you can't see where you're going. It's your journey and it's meant for you. Never forget. Love y'all. This is a family, the Mindful Faith family. Continue to like, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're doing this together and we're going to keep going. I love y'all.